Hi everyone. Right now we have the Bioformers team with us. So let me just quickly introduce everyone. So Siddhalinga Murthy is the VP of Software Development. Ramesh Keglaya is the Senior Technical Lead. Pranav Nandan is the Principal Software Engineer, and we have Harini, their HR Manager. So Harini does a pretty commendable job. We ourselves have seen her close more than 50 roles in like 2 months. So let's get started. Sid, why don't you tell us about Bioformis and the goals in the hiring process?
Yeah, let me briefly introduce Bioformis, Shweta. Basically, we started in 2015 as an health analytic platform. Let me ideate the core issues which we are trying to address as a company. Okay, just consider a case of optimal therapy to the patients in any of our prime area where we are operating. Say, for example, heart failure. See, even in US, United States, there are 1/4 of the patients who are getting readmitted to the hospitals, which actually incur a loss for both for hospital and to the patients, even on the commercial space. And less than 1% of the patients are getting an optimal dosage, even in US. And in 20% of the patients are getting something called guideline directed medications, and these are all some of the standards which are not yet well defined in India, but these are GDMT are the standards which patients needs to be treated. And even in prominent countries, there are only 20% of the patients who are getting those things. Okay, see, the traditional hospital ecosystem has failed significantly in terms of the management of this health data and all. Our clinicians are not having a required health records. See, even if it is available in traditional way with with the devices which are used to monitor the patients, clinicians do not know either how to use those things. And once patients goes away from the hospital, there is a gap actually till patients come back. Clinicians doesn't know what's happening with the patients, and right decisions to take a right decisions, there are a lot of challenges. Okay, see, there is a significant revolution which has happened in last 1.5 decades in terms of the health monitoring devices and all. We at Bioformis start by monitoring the patients, and we have our own vital capturing device. We call it as an Evereal, the one which I'm wearing in my upper arm right now. And we also work with multiple vital capturing devices. We collect the vitals from the patients while monitoring them, and our sophisticated analytic platforms for clinicians provides a very well monitoring platform which is driven by the data science algorithms, for which we have got a significant FDA approval for drug agency from US, and we have been well trained by the clinicians to design this entire platforms. Okay, say our core motto is detect and prevent and intervene the incidents. Okay, our platform detects the health issues which could happen, and it very well predicts any incidents which could happen to the patients, and we intervene by either suggesting the medications and all. See, this all comes in an echo space of digital therapeutics. Even though we started as an health analytic platform, eventually we are moving towards the something called digital therapeutics, which is inclusive of the detection, prediction, and then the intervention. See, as a success stories of the company, we have a very good 15 algorithms which are FDA approved, data science algorithms. And I think commercially, you might have been looking at the news. We have recent Series 3 closure from SoftBank Vision 2 of $100 million, US dollars. Yeah, that is brief about our company. Um, and just to highlight our recent work, see, since our we had already a sophisticated patient monitoring platform which can monitor and predict the health incidents, we successfully, I'm very proud to say that we successfully operated in the COVID situations as well. We directly work with Singapore government, MOH in Singapore, to monitor about 3,000 odd patients, and the program is still ongoing and significantly Now COVID patients have come down in Singapore, and also we have operated with Australian government and NHS in UK through our partners. And I think certain platforms in heart failure area, we are working with we are working with clinical trials and to work with the FDA approvals and all. And we are working on oncology and pain focus along with the heart failure. Okay, this is very brief about the company. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay. Like, tell us about your different offices and what is the vision of India office, and how you interact with the different offices.
Yeah, we started in Singapore in late 2015, and right now our head office is located in Boston, where our major business focus is happening. And we have data science team spread across Boston and Singapore, and rest of the product development team, which includes UX, UI, iOS, Android, backend. Where it comes to backend, we have so we call something as a solution platform, which is based out of Node.js extensively, and our core backend is based out of Python and Golang, and we have also teams for QA and technical writing and all. So the majority of the product teams, which includes the backend, mobile, front-end development, yeah, web development, QA, and UX UI, is located in Bangalore, India. And in India, we have only one working unit in Bangalore. We are operating in Infantry Road as of now, and total strength headcount in Bangalore as of now is 80, which is of a pure this development UX UI and QA team. And overall, our company headcount is about 160, and our firmware team sits in Zurich. Yeah, as I told you, data science team sits in both in Boston and Singapore. I think altogether we are operational in 4 countries from the development team, and our operations teams are located in either they are working remotely, or they are operating in multiple Asian countries, China and US.
That's great. That's great. What do you think it's different to work in Bioformis versus many other companies? So, what do you think brings you apart from those companies?
Yes, rather than commenting on any other companies, say Bioformis has its own journey. Say our founder is in fact actually is about early 30s. He's in early 30s actually, and when we started in 2015, we knew that we are technically strong, and we started to operate, and our CEO was coming from very strong background in the health domain, and he was operationally strong and with the data science knowledge and see, we do not wanted to work with any traditional scale of having our own manager set of team structure. See, whatever we work here, it is a direct reflection will happen directly to the ecosystem. We would like to work with the guys who have an entrepreneur skills, who are not limited to only technical skills. So we do not want guys who know only to write the code. Okay, we want them to also get exposed to the business knowledge and how the entire health ecosystem works, what all the innovations are happening. See, that is the core motto. We encourage people to be broad-minded in our space, other than the technical, and everyone will start having their own responsibility. Virtually, they will be handling their own company in their area where they are operating. Okay, that actually might be setting us apart from the rest of the companies.
We have also noticed that you guys concentrate more on the merit of the candidates rather than just the institutes that they have attended or just these brand names. You look more into the merit, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let me add to that point actually. See, rather than coming understanding the background and history, we concentrate on the merit. We try to understand the merit and their entrepreneur skills, and then their humbleness to gel with the team. These are all the 3 criteria. So what we look at. Okay.
That is very important. Sid, tell us about your hiring process. Like, how long does it usually take for you to complete the whole hiring process for a particular candidate?
Right from the very first interaction with us, we assume that the probable candidate is going to come to us, okay, and they are going to be one among us, and giving an equal interest to the candidates is utmost priority for us. We start with looking at the profile, and then after having initial interactions with the HR, the candidates will attend some of the online interviews, which is streamlined through the CutShot. We have extensively used the platform, and once the technical skill set have been met, I'm going to go speak to them extensively to understand the background and their motivation, background motivation to apply for our company, all such things. And then one technical interaction happens, and followed with that one there will be an assignment round, that is an optional round, and altogether we have online assessment round and one interaction with me, and then technical interaction, and then the final assignment round to complete. And then final one more HR round will be there to align the for the mutual alignment, and then we will take it forward from there. Altogether, I would say 4 rounds. Among that, two technical rounds.
Okay. What are the main goals? Like when you designed this hiring process, what was the main goal that you had in mind? And like, how do you balance the candidate experience during this process?
Yeah, in India is a very interesting prospect in terms of the hiring. See, there are certain people who start very narrowly in the technical skills. There are people who handle multiple steps. Okay, and the entrepreneur's skill set might come in various ways. See, someone who is dominant only in the technical skills but handle lot many aspects in the technical skills, and someone who we prefer such candidates more actually, who for who I think programming languages should not be a barrier for us. A developer who handles the backend development should be well aware about the basics of DevOps operations, and who is working on the front end should be well aware of the API communications as well. Um, uh, we actually check these capabilities during our interactions on top of the online rounds. Okay.
Okay. We have another question. This is more useful for the candidates, actually. So, where do you find, what do you find lacking in most candidates that otherwise look promising, but there's something lacking in them that, you couldn't hire them for? So, just list down a few things that you find lacking in them.
First of all, I would like candidates to attend with a very free mindset. Okay, express themselves, present themselves. Everyone knows their strength, and they need to explore that. Okay, and they need not to be reserved to the discussion or the expectations what we have set in that conversation. They need to expressive about themselves, and they first they should highlight. What is achievement according to them in their previous work, okay, in their academics as well, and that is where we should be able to understand their strength properly to give them a right platform as well. And the second thing is that we need not to compare with other developers or other ecosystems. What is strength with us that needs to be projected, and I think just keep it that to simple to that. Okay, just focus on their skill set without comparing with anyone else. What according to them is a success, and what actually made them proud about themselves is what we are looking at.
That's nice. Any other cultural attributes that you look for, like apart from expressing themselves, being honest, job skills that you look for? So, any other cultural attributes that you look for in the candidates?
Interpersonal skills is going to be an important. Okay, see there is, even though there is no direct ways to measure it, their entire journey matters. Okay, their learning matters in the life journey itself. Okay, how much they were interactive, either to the stakeholders or to their fellow sportsmen and all. Okay, all these things. See, it need not be technical. Interpersonal skills matters for us. Okay, and that is where communication and this new age of working, where we are working remotely, those skill set also matters. Um, uh, and if they are good in interpersonal skills, that is going to be an added advantage everywhere, not only here, I guess, that they need to highlight. And I think maybe Harini can add some of the things. Harini, if you want to highlight some of the aspects on this, you can go ahead.
Yeah, basically, we are looking at candidates who showcase themselves in a much better competitive environment where they are comfortable expressing themselves. Where we are looking at is they should showcase their strength as well as have the humility to accept where their weaknesses are. So that kind of openness is definitely something that we look at, because a team is something that builds along with weakness and strength. So definitely candidates are much appreciated when they are open, genuine, and definitely there are technical skills that they require, but along with that their the experience that we have with the candidate, like definitely any candidate who have an interview with us would tell you that they had a much intellectual interaction, and they had it was a quality interaction, and it was more like an investment into this 1 hour of discussion or so. So it goes both ways, right? It's a learning for them, it's a thought process. We also come out a different person once we have an interview with any quality candidate. So any candidate who could make that that few minutes that we have with them during their interaction valuable for each other, that makes an impact. So candidates out there who are confident, and they are looking for a group or team who are looking forward to bring out the best in each other, definitely they should focus on the.
I think there's a connection issue with Harini.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, so that I actually completely agree. This is a very important thing, and not just Bioformis. I believe this is like most companies look for these skills in the candidates, because skills are there, interpersonal skills, being honest. These things are just the soft skills that are very important for any company. So Sid, what is your thought process on remote work, and in short term and long term? Like, what do you plan? What do you think? How does remote work? Like, will it be working for Bioformis?
To be sincere, I think till March, we were most inclined towards the idea of working together under a common roof. Okay, and even though it was not surprising in the March when the lockdown got announced and all, yeah, we were comfortable to work from home as a policy. Earlier also, we had like a monthly 2 times people can avail work from home to balance their work life and all. But we knew that work from home will not be a major challenge, and thereby our adoption was very good. See, what happens is that it all starts from the hiring itself. Okay, we hire the people who have a self responsibility towards there and self accountability, and without having much managers we could able to manage this, because people they take their work themselves. Okay, and with that it is become an easy, and we got surprised with the results. Even I would say our guys were much productive during work from home as well, which the time they saved lot many things during the traveling and all. Okay, but as a company, we have in at least in Bangalore, we have increased our strength to double and all. Um, um, and we sense that there is a requirement for us to meet together occasionally and gel as a new when new members are coming in and all. See, our company is adaptable for work from home as well. I think as long as pandemic is there, we are not even trying to think about working under common roof. But when things getting eased out, um, um, uh, we would encourage our employees to come to office. And remote working might be there. I think a new norm will be there, and I think we have found out new ways to balance work life. Keeping that in mind, there will be a very good prospects which we can put together to the employees as well, which can have more remote working in coming days. But ultimately, we believe that see, work is not something which is not different from the life. Okay, as like a family, we should enjoy our work, and our interaction with the colleagues also matters. Okay, also matters because we are working in health domain company. We are empathetic towards the entire universe, and that is where we need to keep interacting as well. And interaction with the cross platforms, cross functional teams is much more important. See, always online interactions might be an headache. Some of us might be feeling that, okay, we cannot focus fully, we cannot give 100% to family or something. In that cases, we might need to work together. Even though their norms are going to change, there will be a mixture of remote work and the office work in coming days, which we are ready.
Okay. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. So, we have sort of fallen short of time. So let's just wrap up with a couple of questions that we have. So, what do you, as the VP, love the most about your company?
Sorry, can you please come again?
So what do you love the most about Bioformance? Like, as the VP of software development, what is it that you love the most about the company?
See, first of all, the idea itself. See, medical space is there right from the birth of the human beings, okay? But the innovations what we are bringing up, and all these things are mentored by the individual team members who are there in the company, okay? See, our inspiration is our team members. Okay. And that is what I like most about Bioform is, and that has been a platform for every developer, every colleague of us to bring their own capability to add value to the company. That is what I like about Bioform.
Okay. So, just a last thing, what will be your brief 1 minute pitch to the candidates who you want to attract for your company?
Yeah, I would say just explore the best of yourself with Bioformis. Okay, here there is no barrier. Yeah, so you create a replacement for you and keep climbing up the ladder, and you get exposure to the real world as an not only as a developer or entrepreneur. That is what I would say to the candidates.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So I think we have asked the questions that in general candidates will be finding useful. So I think we can have some QA from the candidate side. So Nutran, do you want to take them up?
Yes, yes, Shweta. So, Sid, there's a pattern coming up with the kind of questions that people are asking. The most recurring pattern is about the openings. So instead of picking each question individually, you can just let everyone know what kind of important priorities you have in terms of the roles that you're hiring for. One thing I can highlight is most of the people are interested in data science positions. Everyone is asking that if you have ML positions, AI, data science, all sorts of role. And second thing is product management. A lot of people are asking whether you have product management positions available. But in general, you can highlight all the roles. Yeah.
Yes. See, strategically, let me answer data science and product management. Okay. Strategically, what we have done is that our majority of the data science team, in fact, are working from Boston and Singapore. And right now, we are concentrating to increase data science team in Bangalore itself. Okay. But data science is a vast area. So there are certain data science teams who work on the analytics more. That is one set. Who works on the IoT side? That is another set. I think I can give a fair idea about the data science roles which we have exposed. We have certain openings for data science role, but I think our the candidate should be open to from Singapore or else in India as well. Okay, the positions are open both in Singapore and India for data science role. And with respect to the product management, See, there is a active role for, I would say, product design as of now, rather than a product management. I think product management we are keeping right now in Singapore. I think in India we are not focusing to expand the product management, because right now our lot of operation teams and customers are sitting abroad, and we don't have a product management roadmap, at least in Bangalore as of now.
Okay, and what about other roles? What are
Yes,
other priorities that you have?
see, other priorities is majorly any backend development with Node.js and Python skill set will we are much interested, and even with the machine learning capabilities are going to add on value. And as usual, web development, particularly in Angular and Angular, HTML, CSS, and to some extent React, but we majorly focus on Angular at this point of stage. Web development is a very much important role which we would like to close in coming days. And iOS and Android development, native iOS and Android development who are professionals in Swift and Kotlin are much interested. And a product design role. Okay, product design in the sense it can be a mixture of UX, UI, product design. That is one more role along with the web which you would like to close in near future. And QA with automation and manual experience will add value as well. These are all the roles. I would say all the departments, starting from UX UI, we call it as a product designing, and in backend we call our skill set majorly focusing on Node.js and Python as of now, and then web development it is Angular, HTML, CSS, QA automation, and either with Selenium and Python, and manual testing. Okay.
Okay, great. So the second most recurring pattern that I'm seeing is people asking specific question related to your device, the work that you do, FD approvals related to medical science, all those things. So why don't we take it separately on the table discussion? So everyone who is interested to know more about it, you guys can directly interact with them in the table session, or your team can directly answer them in the question section. The third pattern is mostly about the culture. One question I can take since we are short on the time. Someone is asking that so you said that entrepreneurial skills is something that you look for in the candidates, but how do you judge that in your
Yes.
whole hiring process?
See, it's all about the self-management. How you are attentive about the world. Okay. See, what's the innovations are happening in our related domain. Suppose if you are getting into bioform, you need to understand company better first, where we are operating, who are all our competitors, if there are any. And second thing is that what are all the problems which we are trying to solve. That is the we should have a fair idea. And this is a journey. There is no end and start point. Okay. There is no limit to that. Someone can concentrate on what actually we would like to sell, who should be our customers. Someone can concentrate on the commercial aspects. Someone can concentrate on the technical innovations. See, let me just give an example. And when actually now Big Billion Day is happening for Flipkart, okay, there are a lot of innovations about the modular web pages are related and all. See, this is also an entrepreneur skills actually for us. That actually took company from the traditional development to the new development. I would say that is also an entrepreneurship skills. See, because you are starting an entrepreneur as a technical skill set, technical lead, and these are all the things which is required. Someone who is interested in business, they can concentrate on business plus technical skills, all such things. Okay, it's all about the
Great.
self management and keeping an eye on the future.
Great. So Shweta, I think we should end this session because we have to take the break for the next session as well. In the meantime, Harini said, in your team, you guys can answer the questions. Can you see there's a separate question section on the right hand side,
Yeah, see, and also
just below the chat?
I also wanted to give an
Mm-hmm.
heads up. I think more of a device
Yes.
specific and technical questions. I think along with me, Ramesh and Pranav will be taking it either in this session
Yes.
or in the individual sessions which is coming. Okay.
Great, great, no problem. So now,
And
just one thing, everyone. So we are going to end this session. After that, you will see different tables. There will be a separate, 4 or 5 tables for bioinformatics. So you guys can join those tables. Just keep one seat empty. for Bioformist team, and then you guys can directly interact with Harini, Sid, Ramesh, and Pranav, and you can ask the questions that you want to ask, and just be polite. Just ask relevant questions, and so that it makes sense for both you and Bioformist team. Okay. Thanks, Sid. Thanks, Shweta. Thanks, Harini. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
It was a really nice session. Yeah.
Thank you.
Shweta, you can end the session.